Hey everyone, here we are with a new project. I'm here with Char.
Hello?
Since we've had a ton of trouble getting Zelda stuff scheduled, and so we've both been excited to do more stuff with this, he suggested this one for me. This is my first experience in the Castlevania series. We're going to be jumping into Castlevania Aria of Sorrow.
That title screen popped up perfectly.
Yep. That was just luck on my part.
Right.
So, anything I should know before we jump in?
I don't know if this plays again when you start the game or not, but this is basically the backstory.
I didn't realize it was set in the future. I kind of always assumed that Castlevania was like a medieval or recent past thing, like Dracula.
This is indeed set in the future, and this is part of why I thought this would be a good one to start with. Of all the Castlevanias, I think this is the one that stands alone best, because this is set in the future, and if you are... Oh, they haven't mentioned it yet. They're about to mention Dracula is dead at this point. He has been defeated totally. He is done.
Okay.
So you might be
and
thinking...
I also noticed that neither of the characters they mentioned were Belmonts.
No. There is a Belmont in this game, but... Spoilers.
Yep. I have heard of Soma before. I've heard of that character, but I don't know anything about them.
Soma is probably my favorite Castlevania protagonist.
Nice.
He's really, really cool.
And I know one of the games has a dual protagonist system. Is that this one?
It is not this one.
Okay.
This one has an alternate mode where you play as 3 different protagonists, but it's not the one you're thinking of. That's strictly alternate. It's actually considered sort of a hard mode. Not the hard mode, but it's harder than the normal game.
Yep. Alright, well, let's go ahead and jump right in then.
Yeah, so this one works really well standalone because you don't need to know the whole history of the series. You don't need to be familiar with Lords of Shadow, which I would, as far as I know, I've never actually played them, but I've heard they're really bad. Basically, all you need to know for this to work is that there is Dracula and there are Belmonts, and that's all you need.
Yep. Okay. So we're going to pause things just for a second for you all, because I just noticed that I don't think this video is recording audio, because I think I screwed up some stuff in the audio settings. So... give me 1 second, everyone, and we'll be right back.
This video is already a mess.
It usually is the first time I'm doing a game, so don't worry about that.
I just noticed the cursor is bats.
I didn't notice that until you pointed it out. So, we're watching this again, just in case there's something after this. Char thinks there might be, but he isn't for sure. So.
I'm pretty sure that there's a secondary cutscene.
Yep, that gives me another chance to read it. I've heard Mina too, but I might just be thinking of Mina Harkness from Dracula.
I'm pretty sure it's a reference if nothing else. Okay. Mina is not exceptionally important. Okay. There are 4 characters in this game that are exceptionally important. Mina is not one of them.
Okay. So I did mention that I have no experience with Castlevania. That's not quite right. I did try Simon's Quest once for like 2 or 3 minutes before I just went, this isn't for me.
That's 2. Yeah.
I think it's 2. It's the one where you swap into a werewolf at night.
Okay, yeah, we totally didn't miss anything. So we can cut this however you need to cut this to make it not stupid.
I'll figure that out.
I mean, with the 2 of us, it's going to be stupid regardless, but...
Yeah.
I really like the art style.
It is really nice. I really love good pixel art.
Genya Aricardo. That's not how you pronounce that at all. I should just stop saying things.
Is this Alucard, by the way?
It's Aricardo! Hello!
Oh, okay.
That's clearly not the same guy.
Okay.
Aricado. There we go.
Yeah. I was wondering if maybe just Dracula's last name was A. Amic, I guess.
Are you telling me we are in Europe? No, we're in someplace far stupider. This happened before Brexit, so they were allowed to say that.
I mean, at least they called out that it's weird. So then it's not just that Dracula's dead, but like he's widely known now?
I mean, he was always widely known in the series.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like some kind of thing where vampires are a big secret.
No, vampires are not secret. We really need to watch the Netflix Dracula.
We really do. You mean Castlevania?
Yeah, not Netflix Dracula.
So I got a thing, apparently.
Got a thing.
As it does.
As it happens.
Oh, he's Mega Man.
Yeah. That's part of why I like this game. This game has a collection element where I'm not sure if it's every enemy in the game or almost every enemy in the game has a soul that has a low chance of dropping when you defeat it, and that soul will change your abilities. So there's a whole bunch of different builds and playstyles that you can put together.
That's triggering an old memory for me. I think I remember reading something about this ages back in like Nintendo Power or something.
There are a lot of souls that are really, really good, and there are a lot of souls that are really, really bad. And there are some that are just dumb. But they're amazing in how stupid they are. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it probably exists in this one. But one of the souls in the sequel is you throw cats. You just start chucking cats at people.
I mean, really, that's not a bad attack style, because how can you... What can you do in response to that? I mean, if someone's throwing a cat at you, there's only so much you can do. Right now I'm just trying to kind of get a handle on the controls.
Well, you're going the wrong way, first off.
Well, I know. I figure if I go to the right, then I might run into something before I know how everything works. So it's the same button for attack and talking.
Yes.
I guess it usually is, but you usually don't attack when you talk in most games.
Keep in mind, this is a GBA game. You only had 4 buttons.
That's true. Yep. Do the shoulder buttons do anything? It doesn't look like they are right now.
I think they do stuff later. Yeah, I know they do stuff later.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't have more control issues. So I'm noticing the damage numbers pop up. Does that mean that this is more of an action RPG than a straightforward platformer?
Yep.
Cool.
You will be leveling, you will have equipment. I would not recommend sitting here, because they're going to respawn infinitely.
Yep. I was kind of getting used to attacking as well. Just kind of familiarizing myself with things. Usually, first room in a place is a good place to do that.
Usually. Zombie has a pretty good soul.
Think I should sit here and try and grind it out?
It's not essential right now. It's handy, it's not super essential.
Okay. That does remind me, though, the one I got for throwing spears, can I equip that now?
You already have it equipped, actually.
Oh.
To do that...
How do you go about using it?
To do that, you hold up and push the attack button.
Okay. Let me try that. Oh, that's the
That was jump.
Okay. Neat.
And that took your MP. It counts as a spell.
Yep. Yep, I noticed that, but it also looks like it regenerates slowly over time.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And, killing, candles and stuff will give you more.
Okay. So is that an equipment drop? Okay, cool. Wasn't sure if it was like, Ghouls and Ghosts type thing, where it just changes what weapon you've got.
You got, armor off of what... Oh, you got that.
Oh, nice. Did I not? Didn't notice that. Let me go ahead and equip that as well. keep mixing up.
You got a cloth tunic off one of the zombies.
Oh, nice. Yep, keep mixing up which is cancel and which is select. Might need to change that around, because I think I've got them switched around in my controller.
Zone transition.
Yep. And I'm assuming that being a Castlevania game, this is... Oh, whoops. This is literally a Metroidvania?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I've done some, not a lot, but there's a few that I've done. I'm trying to remember the names offhand.
Metroid?
I have played Super Metroid, but that's not the one I was thinking of. Oh, hey,
Skeleton's pretty good.
Let's go ahead and try that one.
That bat is going to eat you.
Yes, it is.
I think your best currently is still Winged Skeleton, but Skeleton has a different attack arc.
Yeah, worth trying them out at least, just to see what they look like.
Sure.
Oops. That bat ate me. Okay, so it's kind of...
It's useful for attacking stuff that's above you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's take a look at the bat one, too. Really need to get those mixed around.
Do you want to maybe change that now?
Yeah, probably. Let me go ahead and do that now.
But yeah, if you like this, there's a sequel.
Is that, Dawn?
Dawn of Sorrow.
Okay, cool.
And they only named it Dawn because they had to fit DS.
Yeah, of course. That's interesting. Doesn't seem especially useful, though.
It will be useful in certain parts.
Okay, good to know.
I mean, you'll probably have better stuff for it at that point, but there are parts of the game where that would be useful.
You know what it is that's mixing me around? I think attack and cancel are bound to the same button, and that seems weird.
Could be. It's been... The last time I played this, I actually played it during my break periods when I worked for the university. Mm-hmm. So it's been that long.
And was that the GBA version, or have there been, re-releases?
No, it was the GBA version. Totally legit on a GBA, not emulated, that's for sure.
Well, you didn't want me to go through the effort of getting a capture card for an old GBA, did you?
I mean, I'm just saying it's covered my own butt. That's also why I refer to it as the university instead of by name.
Tasty meat.
Tasty meat. It's no wall turkey.
So I don't know how to swim yet, so I can't really go through there, but at least pick something up, and that's good enough.
You got, I believe it's a healing item for later.
Yeah, I figured that. I remember enough of Castlevania to know that meat is healing. And you often find it inside of walls.
Mm-hmm. The zombie soul that I was mentioning earlier gives you the ability to eat rotten meat.
Oh, interesting.
So it basically enhances your healing options.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I said, it's not absolutely crucial. You'll probably get it at some point going back and forth through that room anyway, because you need to do it a few times.
I remember seeing this thing before.
You killed it.
Did I just kill it and didn't notice? I appreciate that it actually gives you the names of things you attack. I always like knowing what things are called.
Yep. I believe there is a built-in bestiary as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I also wanted to check to see if there was a map in here, but it doesn't look like it. Is that something you end up picking up, or is it just memory?
I believe it's an item.
Oh, okay,
there's a
cool.
map. I think it's an item. So these fishmen have been a staple of Castlevania for a long time.
Huh. That's not really what I would have associated with it.
Well, I mean, they're not the main monster.
Well, no, I know, but I guess it doesn't seem like vampire-y, and that's usually all that I think of for Castlevania stuff.
I mean, Castlevania, the focus has been Dracula, but it's also taken a whole bunch of inspiration from other monster movies. Merman.
Nice. I wonder if the chances are just better for these early monsters, get you used to the system, or if I'm just super lucky right now.
I think they're pretty high for these early monsters.
Okay, makes sense.
Also, this is another point where they're just going to keep coming.
Yep. So I did notice that the thing I picked up was gray instead of red. Does that mean that you can equip passives as well?
Yes, that is just innately passive. You can just backdash now.
Oh, wait, is this something that I always have now?
Wait, maybe you have to equip that one. I don't... Yeah, I think it's just passive. There are a bunch that are just passive.
Okay. Either that or it was automatically equipped somewhere, and if so, I can dig around for that later.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just passive. Like I said, it's been 10 plus years since I played this.
Yeah. I forgot about these. The pendant that I picked up before.
I believe luck actually increases your chance to get, souls.
Yeah. Kind of, hope that was the case. I usually try and, aim for that kind of buff in general, just because I always love trying to get at everything.
Also, I might suggest going back and checking that door that you skipped.
Oh, I didn't even notice I did skip a door.
It's a Metroidvania, you gotta keep your eyes open.
Yep. Well, that's what you're here for, Char.
I've already said... your sense of direction is already killing me.
So is this the door you meant?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a save room. Press up.
There it is.
There you go.
Oh, it heals too. Good.
Yep.
But yeah, you'll have to get used to that entirely.
Get used to your poor sense of direction.
Yep. Even when I'm playing something that I'm just using a guide for, I get lost all the time.
There's a skeleton soul.
Does that mean that I got a second one?
I don't remember if they power up in this one. I know in Dawn of Sorrow, the more souls you have, the more powerful it is.
Okay.
I think so.
Looks like.
I think so.
Interesting. Well, I still like the spear, even if I haven't actually used it much yet. More than the bone thing, so I'll keep that for now.
Nice. Make sure you smash every candelabra.
Yep. They don't deserve to live.
That's a fancy-looking door.
It is. I'm gonna ignore it.
Good idea. I'm sure it's nothing important.
Definitely.
Level up.
Nice. Oh. Skeleton got me. Wonder where it got the little hat.
Sears.
First boss. I'm assuming this is a boss, at least.
Mm-hmm. Big, obvious tells.
Yeah, thankfully. Even though I just walked into it anyway.
I mean, hitting you on the upswing is kind of cheating.
Yeah, that's true. That wasn't too bad, though.
Little regen over for you.
What's that?
I said little regen over for you.
Oh, okay. Yep. And was that another soul that I picked up, or is that something else?
No, that was a regen.
Or is that... Oh, that was just for healing. Okay.
Yes, that's just to make sure that you don't fight a boss and then immediately get punked.
Yeah, because that's always awful. Oh, there we go.
I believe that's bound to select. Or it's... Maybe use Loyal?
Let me try
select.
Yep. Alright.
I'm smart.
Oh, and they give you a percentage, too. I appreciate that.
Check that door.
Fine.
I think it's just another save spot. Yep.
Yeah. Still.
The way this has been
Save is
going,
off of the
save.
Now, I haven't died yet.
You get hit on the upswing, though. So far, you have done the very intelligent thing, is to note, okay, this seems to be somewhere I can come later after I gain an ability.
Yeah.
So keeping track of that sort of thing, definitely a good idea in this game.
Yeah. And honestly, it is something of a pet peeve of mine for people to not realize that. Although it's something that I've been guilty of, too. Oh, that's a thing.
That was an enemy. You could have killed that.
Oh, I figured, but it also terrified me, so...
Well, it is based off of Biblical Angel.
Oh yeah, I guess it was. Well, at least I know there's no fall damage. That's good to know.
Do you remember the thing that I just told you about not being able to get through an area without an ability?
Yep.
Surprise.
I wanted to see if it was possible for me to backslide in the air to get a little bit more distance, but I guess not.
There is a way to get past that. That's part of the speedrunning strat, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't tell you how to do it. Hey, he's back.
Oh, it's just kind of hanging out there.
And now he's way harder to deal with.
I'll just go ahead and do this. There we go.
Good job.
I don't need to, but I will anyway.
Well, you did get a little experience going up there.
Oh, that's true. I was more thinking the healing, though. I never turned down free healing.
Peeping Eye has a very good soul, but again, it's very rare, not worth sitting here farming.
I like the design. That's very weird in a neat way.
Peeping Eye will alert you if there is secret passages.
I figured it was something like that.
Yes.
I figured there would be something like that in this game. It's kind of always good to have one of those in Metroidvania.
Yes.
Interesting. And the blue ones, are those equipable?
Blue ones are equipped.
Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and put that on now. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Red, blue, and yellow.
Yes.
So blue, it sounds like, is defensive stuff?
Blue is,
Or is it movement stuff?
No, it's... I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what it's classified as, but yellow is support.
Okay.
Yellow is mostly stat buffs and passives.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so it looks like jump distance doesn't increase that much, so it's not the key to going through that other room.
That's not what it does.
I thought that was one of the things it said it did. Close enough? Yeah, I fall slower, but it says jump distance increases as well.
You have to use a button to activate it.
Oh, okay. It's not a passive thing. Okay.
Correct.
So what's the trigger for that one?
It's one of the shoulders.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It's right shoulder. Alright. Oh, okay. That is a pretty good distance increase. I guess this is the way to go.
You see that look he gave you? I think there might be a secret passage in that wall, actually.
Oh. Didn't even think about checking passages.
You gotta hit it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I believe that is specifically why that peeping eye is there.
Ah. That makes sense. Is that a rule of thumb in general to keep in mind?
That peeping eyes are by the walls?
That peeping eyes are by secret walls.
No.
Okay. Just to kind of teach you about it here, I guess.
Yeah, to give you the chance to get that soul.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you don't.
I was thinking that was going to be a stat boost thing, but that's pretty good too.
I don't think I've ever been damaged by one of those.
I was wondering about the hitbox for it because it seemed like there were a couple times where it should have hit me but didn't.
Yeah, I think it's specifically the tail has to poke you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's head back up here.
So I got distracted earlier, talking about, I was saying that the fishmen were a staple.
Uh-huh.
And they've been around since Simon's Quest, which I didn't play, but my brother and our very good friend played, and I would watch. And somehow I got it in my head that those fishmen with their grody old Nintendo textures lived in our basement.
How old were you at this point? Like 16, 17?
Something like that, yeah. And that the only thing that would keep them in the basement was the light being on in the living room.
Uh-huh.
So I always used to get really freaked out having to go into our kitchen at night, because that's right where the stairs downstairs are.
Yep.
And I was sure that the fishmen were creeping up. I was a very weird child.
I think we all had weird stuff like that, though. Kids are weird. It would probably be a lot easier if I just stood underneath it and used a skeleton, but...
Yeah. There you go.
Alright. Oh, that's interesting.
What?
The zombie soldier.
Yes, different soul than a regular zombie. Keep in mind, GBA game, there's going to be a lot of very slight variations and retextures.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
But everything counts as its own... You just took a grenade to the head!
Soma's pretty tough, apparently.
Soma is the toughest high school student ever.
I forgot he was a high school student.
Yes. Nice.
So what are the hearts, by the way? Because I notice they're not healing me.
They are mana.
Oh, okay.
Would you eat off of a leather plate?
Depends on how old it is and how tanned it is. If it's, nice and stable, nice and old and stiff, then yeah, but if it's flopping around, that's just asking for a mess.
So you'd eat off of like a cougar leather plate?
Yeah.
I'm really class enough to join.
Apparently ducking does not let you dodge sword swipes.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes they'll throw low.
It's cheating. And also, sometimes you get hit in the back of the head with an axe.
Soma is a very tough high school student. This might be a good time for those spears.
Yeah.
Hey, He shot 3.
They're all cheaters here. So I have to admit, I'm not entirely clear on, like, what it is that someone's doing right now, beyond just exploring the castle within the solar eclipse.
He was told to go to a specific point within the castle.
Ah, okay. And it's that point on my map, because I don't remember where it was.
I don't believe it is.
Okay, good to know. Ah, you don't heal when you level up.
No.
That's too bad. Can't tell if I can't make that or not. Give it one more try. There you go.
You definitely can't make that.
That I definitely... Yep, definitely.
One of the things I really enjoy about the character design and animations in all of Castlevania is all the protagonists walk with such purpose.
They
They all have this very distinct gait where they have someplace to be. And the fact that that is carried into Smash Brothers is so nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is? I actually haven't seen, which one is it in there? Is it Richter?
Which one is it? I think Simon? It's 2 of them, I just don't remember
Oh, I guess that
which.
would make sense. I guess it would make sense for Simon being there. He's like the classic one. Let's see what this scarf does. Warm and cozy. It's better defense, but I still want to stick with the higher luck. And I'm not sure it's actually paid off yet.
It is Simon and Richter.
Okay. And the Netflix series, that one is about Richter, right?
I think that one's Simon.
Oh, huh.
It's, the Netflix series is an interesting sort of combination of the original series along with the Lords of Shadow stuff, and is basically a animated version of the 3rd game.
Okay. Ah. Thought maybe I could make it, but guess not.
I'm just going to also put it out there that I am not the biggest Castlevania person in the world. I know basically this game and Dawn of Sorrow, and a little bit here and there. If we were talking, like, Pokemon, it'd be a totally different game. Because it'd be Pokemon and not Castlevania.
Yeah. And those are two different things.
Even though this one sort of has...
Yes.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Nice!
Oh, right. That goes for a ways.
Hey, how about those spears, though?
Can you... I don't think you can use them while you're crouching, can you?
Unless you can hit up and down at the same time.
Which I cannot do.
Which, on a
Especially not on this controller.
on a GBA controller, would have been physically impossible.
Pretty sure it is on this... He keeps doing the low attacks. On this one, it definitely is as well.
You can see which way he's throwing it before he throws it.
Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention.
If you weren't paying attention to him, what were you paying attention to?
Me.
Okay.
Isn't that how you play games? No, I think I was paying attention to the archer more than the guy.
The archer was dead!
Yeah. Yeah, they'll do that.
I don't remember what Ghost gives you. I think Ghost is a stat. I definitely remember what Zombie Soldier gives you, though.
Grenade?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Oh, he's in the background?
Yeah.
I don't remember if he can get up to the front to hurt you. I don't think he can. I think he's just there for decoration.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if maybe there actually was background stuff that you can end up doing.
Not in this game, I don't think.
Ah, that's a shame.
That's not the same one.
Oh, no, I know. I saw the other one in the background, too. Barry Peeping Eye, of the Boston Peeping Eyes.
Maybe you can get back there, because that last curtain being shut...
Let me go back for a second and see if I can do to fiddle around with it.
If it's the sort of thing where you're going to need a specific soul to get back there.
Yeah, I figured as much, but thought it might be at least be worth a try, just kind of swiping at it.
Same beast. Hey, you got a knife.
Yeah. Basilard. Basilard?
I believe it's a Basilard.
It's annoying how you kind of freeze in place for a bit when you attack. Oh, that door...
It's specifically the weapon that's doing that.
What's it?
It's specifically the weapon that's doing that. Other weapons do not have that property.
Okay. I just noticed this door is opening and closing. But yeah, I don't think I can just, like, hit up and go through or anything.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. If there is anything... If there is a way to get into the background, it only works on a couple maps.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although if there is a way, I imagine that's probably one of them, since there actually is background stuff. Maybe not, though.
I believe you're currently heading towards... Nice! You almost look like you were doing what you were... You almost look like you knew what you were doing for a second.
I know complimenting me makes you fumble around a bit.
Yeah.
And there I ruined it.
Nice.
I keep forgetting I can do that backslide. Anyway, you were saying you think this is the right way to go?
Yeah,
Okay.
You should be going in the right direction.
Okay. Before I jump down here, are there bottomless pits in this game?
There are, but they wouldn't be here.
Okay, good.
At least I think there are.
Alright, so I'm assuming this is the right spot. Let's use the guy again.
Well, you got some story.
Yeah.
I trust this person already.
Definitely. I mean, who wouldn't go on a mission to Dracula's castle, see if they could redeem some vampire and zombies and flying noodle eye things?
All I'm saying is every religious person named Graham has always been totally trustworthy and not crazy.
So do you think if the Pope declared a vampire a saint, their blood would instantly begin burning them?
Yes. I think that's how there's no vampires anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably what did it. You know, it's a summer home, winter home thing, right?
Basically, yeah. His winter home is in an eclipse.
Yeah. So is the church like a common thing throughout the Castlevania? Throughout the Castlevania games?
I think it comes up often enough that it counts.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. That's usually a common fixture in more recent vampire stuff and whatnot. Maybe older stuff too, but I don't know it that well.
The Prophecy of 1999.
It's Lavos. Castlevania, Chrono Trigger, it's a shared universe thing.
Yes, it's all the same.
Yep. I mean, how else can you explain Magus?
I thought that was Piccolo.
No, that's a musical instrument.
I thought that was an oboe.
No, that's the really big guy from the Karnov games.
I thought that was a bonobo.
No, that's a yellow fruit.
Oh, okay.
It's really noted how precise and exact Nostradamus was about his
He was
prophecies.
very persnickety.
Yeah. He made sure to say exactly the exact date for everything.
The new master will inherit all of Dracula's powers, such as the power of attorney! I mean, you are checking out his estate. That Graham Jones is a really upstanding guy.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. We should hang out with him more. Oh, the music's being quiet. That's always a good sign.
You are now in the chapel.
Chapels are always good. Wait, why does Dracula's castle have a chapel?
I was waiting for you to ask that. I don't know.
Darn it. Darn it. Darn it. That's exactly why I was doing that.
I would have laughed so hard if you ran out of MP there and fallen anyway.
Yeah, me too.
Keep an eye on your HP.
Yep, I noticed.
I'm just saying you haven't
I was
saved
not-
a little bit.
I was not touching that thing when I got that damage, I'm sure of it.
This is the angriest I've ever heard you. This might be a good time for your bow. Well, your spirit's working out fine.
Yeah. Well, to a degree.
Some enthralling gameplay. You're too low on mana.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know that when you're low on mana, you still do normal attack, at least.
Yes.
Oh, that is two separate things.
Yes.
I should probably use another potion.
I would not worry about heading up right now.
Oh, okay. What about heading down? Oh, you can't go through there. Never mind. What do we have around here? Some stuff that looks like it might be a save room. Oh, back the way I went. Okay.
Wait, pull it up again?
Yeah, I was looking like directly ahead. If I go down that hall and then back up, looks like that might be a save room at the top right. That two-story column.
Maybe.
I'll give it a try. Okay, good, it was.
Okay, good.
Yep. And it looks like we're actually just about at 15 minutes of recording, so I think this is a good place to call things for this first episode.
Alright.
Yeah, this is a fun time, though. I'm looking forward to doing more with this. Haven't done a Metroidvania in a while. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everyone. Till next time. Bye.
Bye!